Thou shalt not murder. Exodus 20:13. It seems like that's the only one of the 10 commandments that everyone can pretty much agree on, although the way they normalize serial killers being justified in shows like Dexter and other things on television, even that could be debated under the right circumstances. They even justify that. But all this to say, there's a civil liberties group in Louisiana that is filing a lawsuit against the state for saying that the 10 commandments should be posted in every school classroom. Plaintiffs are saying that this imposes religion on them, and there's people of various beliefs. And it's sad when you think about that, because if you go through the 10 commandments, they should be pretty much commonly heralded ideas about how to live a harmonious life with our neighbors. Not to mention, it's what our country was founded on. If you look at our founding fathers and their reverence for a creator and the one true God, even Benjamin Franklin said, "Here is my creed. I believe in one God, the creator of the universe, that he governs by his providence, that he ought to be worshipped." John Adams, the second president of the U.S., he's quoted as saying, "Suppose a nation in some distant region should take the Bible for their own law book, and every member should regulate his conduct by the precepts there exhibited. Every member would be obliged in conscience to temperance, frugality, and industry, to justice, kindness, and charity towards his fellow men, and to piety, love, and reverence towards Almighty God. What a utopia, what a paradise would this region be?" And that's exactly the point. That's why God gave it to us. So if we all obliged his word and submitted to his law, we would live in a utopia where everyone's needs were met, because we'd be focusing on loving others as ourselves, filling in the void, the God-shaped void that we all have. This world seeks to have us chasing after temporary fillers to fill that void, but it's never enough. And Louisiana is the only state that even has this still on the books at all. So it's amazing there's even a remnant of keeping the 10 commandments up. But let's just look at the why they wouldn't want these in a classroom. When you think about it, you go through its 10 commandments, most of them I think we can all agree with, but why wouldn't they want? Think about all the things going on in the world. Why wouldn't they want the 10 commandments in there? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Okay, they want the state to be worshipped as God, and those that are in control in most places in this world, they are worshiping false gods, fallen angels, not the God of the universe that created us all and revealed himself through Jesus Christ. You shall make no idols. We live in a world that creates idols all the time, and they give these idols a platform so they can push an anti-Christian or an anti-Christ message that pulls us away from God and again draws us into the God of this world. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Keep the Sabbath day holy. Sundays are already, they want it to be football. They want it to be anything other than church, even though some people recognize the Sabbath on Saturday, some on Sunday. Either way, it's a day dedicated to rest and focus on the Lord and thanks. They don't want that. This next one is the big one. For me in these days, honor your father and mother. Rebellion is just exacerbated in the world today. They want kids to go and have transitions, sex changes, and not even tell their parents. The schools are indoctrinating kids to keep things from their parents because their parents are outdated if they believe this or they believe that. If they have any faith in biblical truth, the state tells them, rebel against your parents. So they are defying that one right there. Obviously, you shall not commit murder. Why wouldn't you want that up? You shall not commit adultery. Look at Netflix right now. One of the hottest documentaries on there is the Ashley Madison thing, how they promote adultery. They promote promiscuity in the world. You shall not steal. They're rewarding people for stealing now, because now in California, at least, you can go out and steal up to $995 without being arrested. So what does that do? People think, okay, I can go and take $995 worth of stuff and not get in trouble? Okay. It's upside down is what it is. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. No gossip. No making up stories to make someone look bad. People get rejected. They make up stuff. People don't like somebody. People are full of envy, which goes into the next one. You shall not covet. When you covet things that somebody else has, you may want to make up things about them to make them look bad. There's so much animosity that is drummed up by the world because people are constantly in comparison, looking at what others have, what they don't have, which is all perception because people can really make it seem like they have more than they do. They can be driving around in a $100,000 car but be totally broke and barely paying their rent. There's a lot of people who give the illusion of prosperity, but they're really sinking. And that does nothing for the whole. You know, but bottom line is this lawsuit, it's like the final straw. I'm surprised it's even getting national attention because this, you know, 10 Commandments have been ruled out of classrooms for so long. It's surprising that they passed a law to put them back in Louisiana. It's almost like they just wanted to drum up this topic again to get people talking about it, to gauge the thermometer of where we are as a society and how ready we are to reject it. This country was based in biblical truth and biblical freedom, and we can't even just allow something so simple as the 10 Commandments up. It's a sad indictment where we're at, but this country is soon going to be no more as we do get closer and closer to a one-world government. So I pray you seek Jesus today, for when that time comes, you will need that peace that is inside, because the world is going to be chaotic around us as it already is, but it's only going to get worse. Seek Jesus today. God bless. See you tomorrow.